July 16, 2023 Daily Bread. Passage: Luke chapter 11, verses 37 through 54. Key verse 42. Title: The Inside Matters More. When Jesus had finished speaking, a Pharisee invited him to eat with him. So he went in and reclined at the table. But the Pharisee was surprised when he noticed that Jesus did not first wash before the meal. Then the Lord said to him, "Now then, you Pharisees, clean the outside of the cup and dish, but the inside you are full of greed and wickedness. You foolish people, did not the one who made the outside make the inside also? But now as for what is inside you, be generous to the poor, and everything will be clean for you. Woe to you Pharisees, because you give God a tenth of your mint, rue, and all other kinds of garden herbs, but you neglect justice and the love of God. You should have practiced the latter without leaving the former undone. Woe to you Pharisees, because you love the most important seats in the synagogues and respectful greetings in the marketplaces. Woe to you, because you are like unmarked graves, which people walk over without knowing it." One of the experts in the law answered him, "Teacher, when you say these things, you insult us also." Jesus replied, "And you experts in the law, woe to you, because you load people down with burdens they can hardly carry, and you yourselves will not lift one finger to help them. Woe to you, because you build tombs for the prophets, and it was your ancestors who killed them. So you testify that you approve of what your ancestors did. They killed the prophets, and you build their tombs. Because of this, God in his wisdom said, I will send them prophets and apostles, some of whom they will kill, and others they will persecute. Therefore, this generation will be held responsible for the blood of all the prophets that has been shed since the beginning of the world, from the blood of Abel to the blood of Zechariah, who was killed between the altar and the sanctuary. Yes, I tell you, this generation will be held responsible for it all. Woe to you experts in the law, because you have taken away the key to knowledge. You yourselves have not entered, and you have hindered those who were entering." When Jesus went outside, the Pharisees and the teachers of the law began to oppose him fiercely and to besiege him with questions, waiting to catch him in something he might say. Daily Bread Message. Jesus was tender to the sick and weary-hearted, but to the Pharisees and to the teachers of the law, he did not mince words. When accused of not doing the ceremonial washing, Jesus exposed their hypocrisy, their misguided priorities, and their evil hearts, which was the same as those who persecuted and killed the prophets. Eventually, they would do the same to Jesus. As spiritual leaders and guides, one should focus on one's inward being by practicing giving to those in need over self-adornment and recognition. Seek justice for the oppressed and practice the love of God toward outcasts. Bible teachers should be less judgmental and more understanding and supportive of people's struggles. When we consider others more than our own image, we may trust the Holy Spirit to work to give true healing and salvation. Prayer. Lord, forgive me for being overly concerned about my own goodness, knowledge, and status. Help me to care for others with your amazing grace. One word, help others.